Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and this is an explanation of the ending of Matt Reeves' The Batman. Spoilers ahead, obviously. Trust me, you're gonna wanna watch this movie as it's meant to be seen in a theater with AMC's upcharged ticket price. But don't worry, here's Nicole Kidman to tell us heartbreak feels great in a place like this. The Batman proved to be a world's greatest detective story with an ending that both leaves us muddy and sets the stage for the future of this Gotham. That includes a major cameo in the second to last scene, which seemed pretty straightforward, but then while there is no post-credit scene per se, there is a post-credit moment with actually a major detail that I think a lot of people overlooked. And it's really cool when you dig into it. So let's break it down. Oh, by the way, I am wearing our custom design Gotham Noir shirt, available for a limited time at newrockstarsmerch.com. It's really the best way to support us. So in The Batman, our boy Vengeance discovers that his father, past mayoral candidate Thomas Wayne, in an attempt to protect his wife Martha from the scandal of her parents' murder-suicide and her subsequent institutionalization, Thomas used crime boss Carmine Falcone to silence a journalist. But Falcone went ahead and killed that journalist to have leverage over Thomas, and then Thomas and Martha, when they were gonna go to the cops about it, ended up murdered. But Alfred was never sure whether it was Falcone or just a random murder. Falcone is revealed to be El Rata Alada, the winged rat, the stool pigeon, because falcons have wings, the confidential informant protected by city authorities, really the boss of the whole city, because all these different authorities stole from Thomas's billion-dollar donation to renew Gotham's orphanages. And one of those screwed over orphans was Edward Nashton, who, as the Riddler, goes on a murder spree against all these corrupt leaders, including gunning down Falcone. And this plan ends up with Nashton flooding the whole city in order to force people into new Mayor Bella Real's victory rally, where his minions would gun them all down. But Batman stops them, using one of his chest emblem knives to sever a generator that would have zapped those drenched Gothamites, and leads the survivors to safety. Now, this is all actually a really well-crafted crime mystery in the style of Seven in Chinatown, and I will explore all of this in more detail in my full movie breakdown coming tomorrow. But after this climax, we return to Arkham Asylum, where Edward Nashton is growling in rage in his cell, but then a voice from one cell over speaks out to him. This is actor Barry Keoghan, seen most recently as Druig in Marvel's Eternals, but here he's credited only as Unseen Gotham Prisoner. And he says, "Isn't that just terrible? Him raining on your parade like that? What is it they say? One day you're on top, and the next, you're a clown. Well, let me tell you, there are worse things to be. Hey, don't be sad. You did so well. And you know, Gotham loves a comeback story." And then Edward asks, "Who are you?" Barry's character responds, "Well, that's the question, isn't it? Riddle me this. The less of them you have, the more one is worth." And Edward answers the riddle, "A friend." And then the two laugh maniacally. Now, it is hard to make out, but we actually see this unseen Gotham prisoner, and Barry Keoghan's face definitely looks a bit disfigured, his hair frazzled, with a wide grin full of jagged teeth. That, plus his laugh and his references to being a clown, clearly make him this universe's Joker. Remember, this is year 2 Batman, so he may have been a criminal that Batman put away in his first year, just not knowing the threat that the Joker truly was or would become. Or this Joker could have been in the slammer before Bruce became a vigilante, making him a criminal that Batman still has yet to face. And there was one really creepy detail in the Riddler's home earlier in the movie. There's a newspaper photo of Bruce Wayne that included a smiling face in the background, a smile that matches the smile of Barry Keoghan. So this Joker may have actually been stalking Bruce before he ended up incarcerated. Now, the film ends with Batman parting ways with Selina Kyle in the Gotham cemetery. Selina actually says she's headed to Bloodhaven, a city in the DC universe that neighbors Gotham, known to be the base of operations for Nightwing. But here she tells Batman, "You know this place is never gonna change. With Carmine gone, it's only gonna be worse for you. There's gonna be a power grab, it'll be bloody." And she's referring to how the death of Carmine Falcone, whom she revealed to be her actual father, opened things up for his second in command, Oz Cobblepot, the Penguin, to take over the city's crime and drug operation, drugs in this movie called The Drops. Now, Penguin is getting his own spin-off series on HBO Max, along with another series starring Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon called Gotham PD. Now, I'm gonna get meta for a second and read your mind, because I'm pretty sure you are watching this on some kind of electronic device. Am I wrong? These magical items that help us call our moms and subscribe to nerdy YouTube channels? Well, unfortunately, when you throw electronics away, they become e-waste, a toxic solid waste that does gross stuff like leak lead and mercury into our water. So a great way to keep toxic e-waste out of landfills is by purchasing renewed electronics, and our friends at Back Market have built an amazing marketplace that offers expertly renewed renewed smartphones, laptops, and other tech for a fraction of the normal cost. I've actually been using this sweet 2020 rose gold iPad Air from Back Market, and I love it. It looks brand new, it costs way less than buying new, and it didn't turn into e-waste. I mean, look at me, I'm being sustainable while playing the Wingspan app. Oh, the bird chirps at me. Every purchase comes with a 1-year warranty, 30 days to change your mind, and free standard shipping. Plus, with Back Market's new buyback program, you can also sell your old tech for cash. A refurbished smartphone prevents 175 pounds of carbon emissions and prevents 568 pounds of raw materials from being mined. That's a lot of cow farts and giant holes in the ground you're preventing just by saving money on a phone. Use code ROCKSTAR and save $20 on your first purchase of expertly renewed tech. So break up with new tech and find your next device at backmarket.com. That's Back Market, not Black Market. But then after the credits, on the screen blinks the Riddler's question mark cursor from RataAlada.com, the URL Batman and Gordon used to investigate the Riddler in the film. The cursor types out the word goodbye, which seems like a joke, but don't close your eyes when you laugh this off because the screen flickers out, briefly flashing the actual URL of RataAlada.com, and obsessives like me who have been following this movie recognize that URL as an actual real-life site where, since December, this film has been updating with actual riddles tying into the movie that, week after week, lead to the release of Riddler ciphers that translate to phrases that each give us a few more letters of Riddler's overall alphabet. I actually made a whole other video breaking down that timeline and how we were able to piece together the complete cipher. It was a fascinating journey, you gotta check out that video. But as this movie premiered on Wednesday night, the site was updated once more so that fans who spotted this URL in the post-credit scene and went to the site right after that would find a series of riddles. One asks, I am first a fraud or a trick, or perhaps a blend of the two. That's up to your misinterpretation. A fraud or a trick, con, a blend of the two, fusion, so the answer, confusion. Another asks, what is new again? Rebirth, restoration, reformation. And you type in the answer, renewal. And then, fear he who hides behind one. And then you type in the answer, mask. So that lets you download a zip file titled, what am I? Asking for a password. And the answer is the answer to the riddle from the previous week, which included the word imposer, an anagram of which is promise. So you plug promise in, and then the zip opens to a 30-second clip of that Dr. Thomas Wayne campaign video that the Riddler played in the orphanage.
Instilled in both of us, the giving back is not just an obligation, it's a passion. That is our family's legacy.
And you notice the word hush pops up there, likely a nod to the Batman Hush storyline with some thematic parallels to this film. And then there was one more cipher, with the glyphs arranged in a linear maze path like the ones for URL Rata Alada in the movie, but in this case it spells out Maze of Riddles, which is significant because it finally gave us the letter Z, which we didn't have before, making it the 25th of 26 letters in Riddler's overall alphabet, as I explained in the other video. The one letter remaining is J, or Mr. J, the Joker that the Riddler just became besties with. So while the Batman film works perfectly on its own as a truly chilling detective story, enough doors remain open for the deeper fans to remain invested in this expanding world. We got the Penguin in his own show taking over the criminal operation of Gotham. We got the Gordon in his own show investigating this and other crimes. Meanwhile, in Arkham Asylum, we got two of Batman's greatest enemies, the Riddler and the Joker, plotting their next move, and even Matt Reeves said he would love to explore a grounded Mr. Freeze in this universe.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
So we have bright days ahead, or really, dark days ahead. Now again, I'm gonna be breaking all this down in a full in-depth Easter egg breakdown coming tomorrow, and lots of videos about the Batman coming in the days ahead. And again, you can check out our Gotham Noir shirt at newrockstarsmerch.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EA Voss. Follow New Rockstars. Subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching, Batman.